Good evening, welcome to Season 15 of Next Gen. This is the Emily Linscott Ginetta GT5s. We are here at Willow Springs for round number 9. And we have 12 drivers for tonight, so not a bad turnout. Good evening, Burnt Fry. How are you, mate? Good to see you. So, quickly get a map up of the circuit. So if you'll get some American corner names. See, last week we were at France and the Le Mans Bugatti circuit. But Burnt Fry is gutted that he can't race in these in the Ginettas. But other than that, he's doing great. Yeah, I'm doing fine, mate. I'm doing well. So Jamie takes out one of the cones. Let's have a quick look at who he's racing. Of the 12 drivers, we have NGR Danzo D7, Mr. Morale, NGR D Wilson 180 NDO, 180 N. Yep, however you pronounce that. Shadow Stalker DBS, Boyrax 14, Web User Johnny, Prosser 14, Bob Mark 1, NGR Fraser, Adam Morris, Lightblade 2K18, Jamie WRX rounds off the guys for tonight. So obviously 10-minute qualifying, followed by a race. It's like a little sprint race, almost like 20 minutes long roughly, possibly half an hour. As everyone starts their first set of laps. We're in this 2.5 mile circuit. Obviously different layout, well I say different layouts, different circuits at Willow Springs. Obviously you've got the Horse Thief Mile, the Streets of Willow circuit. However, looking at the tables wise, after round 10, after round number 8 at the Le Mans Bugatti circuit, Boyrax is still leading overall. Bear in mind this is before any drop scores take into account. At least 11 races has to be raced in order for drop scores to come into play. Boyrax 14 is leading on 162 points, Jamie on 114. Scooby has 83, Prosser has 81. Sandwalk 3 has a 69, unfortunately he's not here tonight. Adam Morris has 64, with Web User Johnny on 64 as well. The Les has 59, with AMH on 56, and NGR Fraser is on 54. Shadow Stalker has 53, Bob Mark 1 has 37, Cop Margo 32, The Dizzler 28, Seeks 44 27, joint with Yorkshire Stig. Lightblade 2K18 is on 22, Cam 13 Diz on 20, Danzo on 20, and Gimpbuster rounding out on 8 points. The podium last time at Bugatti, Boyrax took the win from AMH. No, that's Zolder, I don't know why that's on there. No idea. That's the wrong podium. Boyrax did win last time out though. In the pro category, Boyrax 14 has 162 points to Jamie's 115. Scooby G has 89 with Prosser on 88. And Morris has 75 with the Les on 61. AMH Racing has 56 with Fraser on 44. Commentating Diz has 28. Last time out, Boyrax took the win from Jamie from Scooby G. The Pro-Am class, Sandrock 3 has 125 to Johnny's 122, Shadowstalker on 107. Bob Mark 1 has 73 with the Dizzler on 63. Cut Marco has 61 with Yorkshire Stig on 49. Seeks 44 has 44. Danzo has 36. Lightblade has 31. BM Graham has 12. Kimbuster has 12. Tilbs 11 has 10. Tim 78 9. Firemedic 192 has 8, joint with Burnt Fry, who also has 8 points. So we have 4 minutes of qualifying left. Apparently Burnt Fry saying he's going to be racing in these next week, which is good to see, get the numbers up. RDF1 Adam Morris currently leading the way for provisional pole on a 126.9. He's just ahead of Fraser, who's on a 127.0. Boyraxa has a 127.2, with Lightblade on a 127.9. Prosser 14 has a 128.5. Obviously Johnny 129.7. Bob Marguan a 132.1. NGRD Wilson has a 134.1. Danzo a 136.4. Jamie not true pace there, a 138.3. Shadowstalker a 149.4, and Mr. Morale on 2 minutes point 3. Coming around that final corner, let's have a look. It's going to be Jamie, yes. So we're going to go on the roof. Here we go, a lap of Willow Springs. Or not, as Jamie just decided he's going to pull over after setting a 127.6. On board then with Anna Morris for a lap of Willow Springs. So we cross the line, we head towards the Castrol corner. This very quick left-hander, just a touch of the brake and straight back to the throttle. And you pitch it into the rabbit's ear. This should be flat all the way around in these cars. So really elongated right hand of the tyres get murdered through here. So temperatures are going through the roof. It just tightens up on the exit though, so you've got to watch out for that. You head into the next left, which leads into the Budweiser balcony. Hit the brakes, it's a flick right that tightens into a more of a 90-degree right-hander. Still very quick because it's very wide. Then you go down the hill into a flick right, medium left, just a touch of the brakes to pitch the car in back to the throttle. Onto Monroe Ridge, which is flat right-hander over crest, but get the line wrong, you're in trouble because you'll be on the dirt. And then you head down towards Wings Leg, just this little flick left, before heading into the sweeper. Again, flat right in these cars, nothing too difficult. As then you head into turn 9. You've got to be careful, you've got to hit the brakes. Anna Morris very close to the edge. Quite a late apex, but if you get it right, you can almost make the corner a lot straighter rather than being a 90, more like a 45. And that's how you get the pace out for a run down towards turn number 1. But Anna Morris finishes the lap. He doesn't go any quicker, he's about 6/10 off. Boyrax there behind. And has a 126.9. He's literally 0.022 behind his teammate. Fraser still third with Jamie in 4th. Lightblade is up there in terms of pace with Jamie at the moment. He's currently in 5th. That was Webby to Johnny. No, it wasn't. It was... Not Dan. It was Danzo. Yes, it was Danzo. Lightblade though crosses the line. He doesn't go any quicker. Brent Fry saying go on Lightblade, so he's obviously rooting for him. See, him and Lightblade have had some battles in GT Sport. They kind of originally came from, and it's been a nice transition by Lightblade into Project Cars. He's done quite well for himself this season, but time is of the essence, and time is now up. So Jamie will be the first one to cross the line, followed by Boyraxa. trying to gain every last tenth, every last thousandth even. They cross the line. And Jamie puts a second point. Uraxa puts it on pole position with a 125.9. Adam Morris can't do anything about it. Adam Morris can't do anything about that. Fraser's in the pits, Lightblade's in the pits. Prosser, who's going to be next? It'll be Webby's Johnny next across the line. But Fraser, Lightblade's his rival, but a good friend. He's a great racer, actually. Lightblade, I've raced him a few times. And we've had some good battles. As Johnny comes up to turn 9 through this Camberton corner, it makes it so much easier, and he's straight into the pits. So we're going to have Bob Mark 1 and NGRD Wilson. D Wilson getting on the grass on the outside. Bob Mark 1, what can he produce? Doesn't go any quicker, nor does D Wilson. Prosser, he can't go any quicker either, so that is qualifying done for round number 9. WRX 14 takes the pole from Jamie WRX. Adam Morris is 3rd, Fraser 4th, Lightblade is in 5th, Prosser 6th, Webby Johnny 7th, Bob Mark 1 is in 8th, D Wilson 9th, Shadow Stalker DBS 10th, Danzo in 11th, and Mr. Morale, who's, I hate to say that seems like an unrepresentative time for Mr. Morale, who's done a 2 minutes point 3 in 12th. Obviously, this league, if you know new, sponsored by Emily Linscott, who used to race in Ginetta Juniors, has done quite a lot of stuff in America recently, over in the Lucas Oil Racing School. Looked like she's having great fun and some good results, actually. I believe she's been testing out, I think, either an F4 or an F3 car. So, obviously, in the winter break at the moment, I believe she's just won Young Sports Personality of, like, Essex. I saw something about her winning an award for the 2nd time running, which is quite cool. However, in the bottom right, you've got Webby's Johnny disqualified, and then he's making a pit stop. That's quite funny. That's what it was, Brent, right? Yeah, the active Basildon Young Personality. I think for the second year running she's won that, so we're just awaiting the drivers. Obviously, in Project Cars you get a ready up screen, if the hosts so choose to have one. So they get 2 minutes to ready up. If they do not ready up within those 2 minutes, they will be removed from the grid and will be a non-starter. But looks like, oh no, Mr. Morale has not clicked ready. But we're going to get racing here. We have the 3 red lights. We are green for round number 9. And look at the getaway, they are super quick. Up towards the first turn for lap 1 of 18. And have we all got away cleanly? Yes, we have. Danzo rounding out the back at the moment. Jamie currently looking to the outside. We've got moves going towards the middle of the pack right now. Lightblade's been overtaken by Prosser, but Lightblade coming right back at him, coming through that long right-hander. It's all chaos, a bit of bumping and barging between Prosser and Lightblade in the background. Look like Prosser just trying to come across there on Lightblade. And trying to force the issue, as Jamie's lost a few places now. So he's lost a couple there, and Lightblade off in the background. He's very lucky to get away with that one. He didn't venture too wide. And he's managed to stay with the pack, but he's got some work to do. Now going to be side by side. That is with NGRD Wilson. As Wilson takes the place away. They all come through turn number 9 now. And Prosser has made good progress on this opening lap. But now he hasn't got as much slipstream as he used to have. And I tell you what, Lightblade has now re-overtaken D. Wilson, who is now down to 10th, so maybe just running a bit wide. Lightblade's now got Bob ahead of him, and in realistic terms, he needs to either get past Bob really quickly and start overtaking, or start catching up to this group. Prosser's gone for a venture onto the grass, as Jamie goes round the outside. There goes Freiter as well, down to 5th then for Prosser. Adam Morris, Boyer Raxer in the foreground there, starting to work together like they normally do. To get away from the pack, and Bob Marguan runs wide. That's heading into the Budweiser balcony. And yep, as suspected, Lightblade does take the place. But he's got a couple of seconds now to catch up on to get to Johnny, who is on the back of Prosser. Don't have any idea what track and car is for Monday Group A1s. I believe it is Spa-Francorchamps and the BMW M1 Pro Cars, mate. I believe that's what it is. But back with the Friday night, Emily Linscott Ginettas. That's a green car. That's Alan Morris. He was always playing it risky. Always playing that risky into the final corner, getting really close to the grass, and he's just popped the curb and he's gone round again. That's a big accident. Well, that's at least a big moment. And I think this might be the end of Adam Morris. Meanwhile, Fraser's into second. He's right behind Boyer Raxer. And yep, as suspected, Adam Morris on lap number 3 has retired from this race. It's all just kind of settled down now a little bit. I did see an extra comment. I don't think the comments are working there. Burnt saying, if so, he's in trouble, if that's the case for the Group A ones. But Fraser having to fend off from Jamie. But he's also in this weird position. He's got to try to attack Boyer Raxer here, but he's also got to defend from Jamie behind. And this will show you how close it is. There's slipstream as well. Has Jamie got anywhere to go? Or not quite, no. We stick him behind and try to get a better run out of Castro Corner into the Rabbit's Ear. We look to the outside. Maybe looking for the switch back on the exit, because it does tighten up. Absolutely flat, 100 mile an hour, no lifting whatsoever, as we head towards the Budweiser balcony. And these guys are actually causing each other to lose time, and Prosser could get back into this. And not only that, if you look behind, you've got Johnny and Lightblade. If the top 3 fight too much, they're going to cost themselves time, and the guys behind will start to catch up. Light to blaze though from Jamie, trying to put some sort of distraction into Fraser as he looks for the move on lap 4 of 18 into the sweeper and towards turn 9. See, slightly different lines from everyone. Go on board, show you how big the slipstream here at Willow Springs is. And this time, Jamie looking to make it 3 wide going towards turn number 1. And in front, Fraser and Boyrax are rubbing each other going into the Castrol corner. Boyrax are coming out of that in the lead, and it's cost Fraser an extra position. He's down now into 3rd. Meanwhile, Lightblade and Johnny almost side by side heading towards the whole of the Rabbit's Ear. Up in front, Jamie looking to make a move. I don't think it's worked. No, and Lightblade's off. Again, he's gone away with it, but it's cost himself time. He will have the opportunity to catch back up to Johnny to get that top 5 place back. Nothing's really happening at the front. It's all a bit stalemate as they head into Wings Leg and the sweeper. This is interesting. Jamie on the outside of Boyrax coming into turn 9. And it looked like Jamie didn't have the confidence maybe to sweep it in, because Fraser was there, but he's got a good run out. And I can guarantee you, Lightblade's looks like another slight mistake, but Jamie immediately to the outside because Boyrax defends. And Boyrax just about cuts his nose off, covers him going into the Rabbit's Ear, and now Jamie has Fraser to deal with behind. Through the Rabbit's Ear. I believe we've got Shadow Star Grab ahead of us very shortly. Towards the Budweiser balcony. And Lightblade's had further issues. He's now dropped the place to Bob Mark 1 and he's losing time at a fair rate of knots. Oh, where is he? There he is, just coming out of the Rabbit's Ear. We're back at the front. These 3 still going at it, and they are dropping Prosser. Who's, oh, Jamie's lost it. And Boyrax, I have to have another look at that. What happened there? Boyrax cut him up. Boyrax, unfortunately, trying to defend the place, has clipped Jamie going over the Monroe Ridge. And that has cost both of them time. But Prosser's now back in the loop. And so is this man, web user Johnny. Lightblade's got time to make up at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on that because he should. He took about a second out of Bob Mark 1. Well, I say a second, about 4/10. Oh, and that's Boyrax has made a mistake as well. This is very rare from Boyrax. He's made 2 errors in the space of about 3/4 of a lap. Probably half a lap for that measure. As he comes back on behind Bob Mark 1. Lightblade's had another mistake somewhere. And now, Johnny's got past Prosser. The things are all kicking off as Fraser leads this race. He's got a gap of 2.7 to Jamie. Prosser's all over the back of Johnny. This is going to cost Prosser time, unless he works together with Johnny to get on the back of Jamie. And the 3 of them could then work together to get on the back of Fraser. But I don't think that's really Prosser's mentality. Prosser tends to enjoy getting the move done as early as possible, and I don't think sometimes he doesn't quite factor in. Yeah, there he is. He's looking through the sweeper, which is almost ridiculous going in towards turn 9. Into turn 9, and that's Jamie. Jamie up ahead has spun it. Oh, and he's collected Johnny. Big collision between Johnny and Jamie. Jamie, after losing it through turn 9, Unfortunately, got collected by Johnny. And this is throwing the results book right in the air. As Boyrax gets past Bob. Lightblade is now behind D. Wilson, so he's really struggling right now for either consistency or something's going wrong here for Lightblade. But this has just got interesting because Fraser is gone and away. He's 5.8 up the road here on lap number 8. So Pross is on his own at 5.7 behind. And then we have Boyraxer in third, followed by Bob Mark 1. We did actually do a pretty decent time last round, 129.8. Who has Johnny behind with Jamie, who's made another mistake in the background. He was behind Johnny, he's no longer behind, well, he's still behind Johnny, but he's a lot further behind than he was. Everything's just a bit spread out now. Although we'll continue to watch Bob Mark 1 and Johnny, because these two should get close to each other. As Bob crosses the line. The cash corner, 129.9 now. Good pace from Bob Mark 1. Boyrax though, 127.3. That is quick from him. He's going to be pushing that car as much as he can. I mean, he's just taken 7/10 out of Fraser there. So not enough if he keeps doing that. But if Fraser makes a mistake, Prosser makes a mistake, he's going to be there before you know it. Bob Michael 1. I would say let's go on bonnet or bumper view with Johnny, but we don't have any of that anymore. This is, God, if he's in cockpit view, that is a nightmare. As they head through towards Monroe Ridge. Down the back straight. Through Wings leg and the sweeper. There you can see Johnny getting closer. Is he going to risk it going into turn 9? Oh, he blinking well is as well. He really is risking it into turn 9. That is very close between the two. But Johnny gets it through. That's a great move, and Bob's lost it now going through turn 9. He's just going to give Jamie the chance to get back at him. Wilson to close over along with Lightblade. Yeah, Boyrax has just taken another, this time a 1.4 second, sorry, no, is it 1.4? No, it's 1.8 out of Fraser that time around. He really is reeling them in at a fair rate of knots. Who's that on the main straight? That's Wilson, who has had a spin coming out of turn 9. And here comes Danzo to pick up the pieces. And carry on. You can just see Danzo here. He's run a bit wide going through the rabbit's ear. That will cost him the potential at the Budweiser balcony to make more progress. Lightblade is not far. Well, it's not far. He's about 4 seconds behind Jamie here. And Boyrax takes another 1.2 out of the leaders. Now, I'm going to suggest this if Prosser's listening. If Boyrax catches up with you, do not fight him, mate. Just get him to take you up to the back of Fraser. If those two work together, they'll catch Fraser at a much faster rate of knots. But that is if Boyrax catches him. And he did take 1.7 out of Prosser last time around. So he's got about another 6 seconds to go which with the number of laps left is perfectly feasible for Boyrex to claim second place here. We have 10 remaining drivers currently on the circuit. We have had 2 retirements. Mr. Morale, who unfortunately didn't press ready and was a non-starter in this race, and RDF1 Alan Morris, who retired after just 3 laps of racing after making 2 big errors. You can see towards Jamie. There is your championship leader. He's just taken another 0.6 out of Fraser and a 1.2 out of Prosser. So the gap between him and Prosser now 5.3. We have just 7 laps remaining. So I don't think, unless Fraser makes a big mistake, I don't see him losing this one right now. He's normally quite a cool, calm, collected customer. Is Fraser. Bob Mark 1 currently running up in 5th. He's 2nd in Pro-Am right now. Out of the 4. He's 3rd out of 4 Pro-Am races tonight. And quite possibly one of the smartest moves you'll see tonight. Bar Mark 1 sees Jamie coming up behind him, knows he's not the right fight. Why cause more issues and delays when you've got Lightblade behind? Just let Jamie through, pick your battle with Lightblade when Lightblade eventually rocks up, because Lightblade is going quite quick. He's setting a 1:28.5, which is near enough matching the leader's pace. So you can see Lightblade has the pace, he just needs to find that consistency. But Boyrex are taking more time, 0.6, as Bob almost loses it through turn number 9. You see all the smoke come up. That's going to give Lightblade a whiff of blood there. Almost like a, come on then. You can smell me now. Come and chase me. You smelt my rubber. But overall, Lightblade now on the tail of Bar Mark 1 as we head through the rabbit's ear. We now look to the inside. It's going to nip up and Lightblade's going to take the advantage, but Bob Mark 1 is not going to give this one up yet. Heading towards the Budweiser balcony. Oh, that's an interesting defensive mechanism from Lightblade. So he didn't have any contact, but it's very interesting how he decided to go very wide into the Budweiser balcony. But Lightblade gets the move done. He's up into 6th place. And he's instantly pulled that gap. But Boyrex are going on to lap number 14 now. He has just 3.9 seconds to Prosser after he took another 1.2 out of him. And he took a lot more out of Fraser, actually. He took a 2.1 out of Fraser that time around, so maybe a slight mistake from Fraser. The leading gap now 4.7. A few errors have led to the way this race is kind of shaped out, as we see almost another one from Jamie. Clipping too much curb, and now here comes Lightblade into the rabbit's ear. I think he's going to find this a bit harder than Bob. Out of the rabbit's ear towards Budweiser balcony. Immediately Jamie goes defensive. But Lightblade doesn't care around the outside. That is a great move if you can make this one stick. Which he does. Jamie, almost no pace going into the left-hander. And Lightblade just says, yeah, I'll take 5th place right off of your hands. No worries. Doesn't need a second invitation. Prosser now only has 2.8 of a gap to Boyer XF14, who's just ripped another 1.4 out of him, and 0.3 this time out of Fraser. Meanwhile, Lightblade is enjoying good success right now. It's almost like he's managed to find the groove, and he's found the pace. Currently now second in Pro-Am. He won't catch Johnny again unless Johnny has a mega mistake, which you never know. But we're going to swap now to the battle that is for second place, because this is going to start to heat up very shortly. Just 1.4 in it between these two. It looks a lot tighter actually on the map. But I can see Boy Rexa having to go at Prosser maybe in the next lap, as Jamie is on the tail on Lightblade going into the Budweiser balcony. No, Boy Rexa still just 1.5. Watch this, because obviously he's 1.2, but that slipstream can take into effect quite early, especially around here. Not quite this time, but Jamie still on the tail of Lightblade. This is for 5th place. We've also got another battle between Danzo and D Wilson, possibly to develop. This is on board with Jamie. You can see he's got from mega weight loss, deciding he doesn't need a front end to race Ginetta. Down the main straight we go, in towards the Castrol corner, onto lap number 16 of 18. They tuck it in, a bit of curve from Jamie, but Lightblade is holding his own right now. Jamie's at a 126.9. That is most likely going to be the quickest lap of the race so far. Or is it? No, sorry. Boy Rex has done a 125.9. Ignore me. Which is incredible time, actually, from Boy Rex there. Someone's off after turn 9. But these two are having a good old... about to have a good old ding-dong, as these two are Prosser and Boy Rexa. There is just 0.4, 0.3 between them as they head into turn number 9. Lightblade's managed to keep that place so far. So, this is for second overall, second in Pro-Am. Not Pro-Am, sorry. Second in Pro. There's no way Boy Rexa is a Pro-Am driver. Into the Castrol corner for the penultimate time. The rabbit's here. The Budweiser balcony. Boy Rexa look around the outside of the left-hander for the inside for the right. Can't quite get it, but he is on the tail. He's practically pushing Prosser into the tightened right-hander. Again, alternative lines. Slightly tighter from Boy Rexa, just looking to get anything he can over Prosser. And again, here we go. Slightly tighter. Nicer line over the Monroe Ridge. Jamie's made a mistake, which has meant Lightblade is off the hook. Boy Rexa looking to the inside, another sweeper. He's got the inside now for turn 9. I think that's done deal from the defending champion. But it's not over yet, because Prosser's going to have the slipstream down towards the Castrol corner. And we know what Prosser's like. He will immediately try to take his place back, whether it's on the inside, the outside, even down the middle, but he can't quite do it. Not into the Castrol corner anyway, into the rabbit's ear. Into the Titan section part of it. Again, Prosser can't quite get anything out of it there. as we head towards the Budweiser balcony. You can see the time they're gaining on Fraser right now. Got the gap down to 3.3, but obviously this is the final lap. So, unfortunately, you're not going to get any chance of catching up with Fraser enough to worry him too much. And it looks like Prost has made a mistake. Or there is a problem with the lobby, one or the other. Yep, Prosser has disconnected. We've had 2 disconnects. I think one is D. Wilson. But Fraser is going to come round turn 9. It's been a pretty flawless race from Fraser. He's got in the lead, got the big gap, and he will take the win here at Willow Springs. A fantastic drive by Fraser. Boyraxer will take 2nd place. Webster Johnny will take the podium after Prosser's disconnection. Although I suspect Prosser will also claim a 3rd place. As Johnny crosses the line. Lightblade. Very nice comeback that from Lightblade into 4th. He deserves that drive. He deserves the place. Fantastic stuff. Jamie WRX. It's a bit of a disappointing one for him. He'll take 5th place. Bob Mark 1 will come home in 6th. Good drive by him. 3rd in Pro-Am for Bob Mark 1. Danzo D7, who was having a good battle earlier with D. Wilson. He'll be in 7th place. I believe, yeah, Shadowstalker's had a bit of a miserable race, unfortunately, around Willow Springs. He will take 8th place, though, which is good points for him. 5th in Pro-Am, whereas Danzo will be 7th overall, 4th in Pro-Am. And that will finish off the race here at Willow Springs. So, provisional results are Fraser takes the win from Boyraxer 14, from Johnny Lightblade, Jamie, Bob Mark 1, Danzo, Shadowstalker, NGR, D. Wilson will be retired after 16 completed laps, down in 9th place. So, that's it for Willow Springs. Round number 10 comes next Friday, where we will be... Loads up. Round number 10 sees us go to... Well, we go down under, and we head to Bathurst for a reverse grid race. So that's going to be an absolute cracker. We've got a great end to the calendar, really. We've got round number 10 at Bathurst, round number 11 a Commentator's Curse special, and then we finish it at Silverstone Grand Prix Circuits. That's going to be a massive track for these cars. But yeah, from everyone here, thank you to Emily Linscott for sponsoring the league. Obviously massive help for us guys, and it's really good to see real racers taking interest in the sim racing world. But for myself and the guys here at the Emily Linscott Ginetta GT5s, thank you for watching. Enjoy the rest of your evening.